Hello and welcome to Good Times. And this is the third time this year that I have met you.
Yes.
And we didn't meet for the longest time.
That is true.
So is this now going to become something regular?
Fingers crossed.
Okay, so let's get to come to this movie, Sab Kushal Mangal. When I saw the trailer, I was reminded of your film Hulchul, but Hulchul with a millennial twist. Is that so?
No, it's a completely different film. It's a totally different film. It's a much better film.
Really?
Yeah. It's
better than Hulchul?
Yeah.
What
as a
makes
comedy,
it
as a comedy, as a film, as a movie-going experience, it's a much better film. And Hulchul is very close to my heart. It was made by Priyank, who's one of my favorite directors, but this is really better.
So that's why you chose to attach your name to this particular film?
Yeah, it's just a really good script and really just a great experience. You know, as watching it, it's just a very innocent, just a feel-good film. It's just a feel-good film. It is a comedy, it's a romantic comedy, but it's also a very feel-good film. And I like feel-good films. I like films that make me feel good about life in general.
Yeah, and we need it in these times, definitely. Priyank and Riva. I mean, Priyank, you also have a namesake. So for a moment, I got confused if it's the same Priyank Sharma from the House of Big Boss. Not so. Do you think this movie was the perfect debut platform for the two of you?
Absolutely.
Yes.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Why so?
Just the whole world, the characters, working with Akshay sir, the director, everybody involved. I mean, it was just like a dream come true, you know. And you know, when I heard the script, I got a narration, I said, this is it. This is the film I want to go ahead with.
But the interesting part of their choice with this film being their first film is most debutants would choose a film that would focus entirely on them, right? But they've chosen a film that is an ensemble piece. The focus is not entirely on them. It is on them, but it's also on other characters.
True.
So that's an interesting choice, and I think in the future, when debutants, you know, have choices which, you know, they can choose from which films they want to do, this will be an interesting precedent, I think, for future newcomers.
Do you think it's actually changed from the time when you made your debut and actors now? Do you see a difference?
That's the kind of change I'm talking about. Like, even when I did my first film, the focus was entirely on me, you know. But here they've chosen to debut as more as actors, you know, than wanting to be stars first and then learning the craft. I think their choice has been radically different, and I think in the future it'll set up some kind of precedent.
Encouraging words. So, did you both always wanted to be actors?
Since day one.
Yes, I mean, since childhood, but it wasn't that sure. We weren't that sure. Oh, we're going to become actors. And
No, for me, it was like since I can't even remember. You know, since forever, I wanted to become an actor. Did dramatics in school, did workshops, and Lee Strasberg. And then when I thought I had pretty much, I would say, a couple of tools in my toolbox that I know I can go ahead and do stuff, I just started meeting people.
But wanting to be an actor and actually getting the opportunity is two different things.
Which is true.
There are millions of people who want to become an actor.
Correct.
So what works there?
Nepotism. That works.
I wasn't getting into the nepotism debate.
Let's just put that out there.
But coincidentally, all of you come from film families, the three of you.
That was just a joke.
Yeah, I know. But does it make easier to have that, you know, like you have your parents in the industry? Does that make it easier?
I guess if your kid wants to join journalism, it will be a little easier than someone coming out
At the end of the day, it's talent and aptitude also.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, actually.
Thank you, yeah, for sure.
Yes.
No, I feel like, I mean, personally, I would say that people have their advantages and their disadvantages. And okay, you might get that call, you might go meet somebody, you might get invited to the room, but then what, you know? I mean, if you're not talented, it's not going to happen. So, I guess...
Are you enjoying the promotions compared to back in the day when there were just precisely 2-3 channels, not many platforms? And now, when you do all sorts of things, are you enjoying this whole...
No, to be honest, it's painful. It is painful because it's very repetitive. It's very repetitive and it's very monotonous. But it's essential. So, I mean, you might not like a certain part of filmmaking also.
No.
But it's part of the job. So, we have to do it.
So you have made your peace with it.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you enjoying this whole drill? There are so many who actually have made this debut, and also the day your film releases, there are another 2 debutants also fighting for screen space. So,
Yeah,
I mean, this is more of fun, and we're getting to know and explore a lot about
the thing is, every single step is a first for us.
First,
you know?
so it's
so like, oh, first time, oh, first time, oh, first time. So we're kind of just having fun with it, and we're enjoying the process and the journey.
when I was seeing the trailer, everybody was like talking about your wig. So what was that? And also you, in certain scenes, look a lot like your dad.
Yeah.
Remember from
I think that's a lot to do with the
with
moustache.
the moustache.
Yeah. Sometimes with a certain look, your face tends to look a certain way. I don't know. Hard to say. But I mean, it's a good compliment, right? So.
And also, like the 2 films that you gave us in the past were political dramas. One was legal drama, Section 375, and then you had Accidental PM. So was this a more relaxing, like, setup and a film to do?
No, not really. All films have their own challenges, and there's nothing easier or more difficult. It's just about being on set and being in the moment, whether it's comedy, drama, romance, action. Really no difference for me. I don't have any preference as a genre or anything, so it's more or less the same.
And how important do you think is the trailer of a film in comparison to the rest of the movie? Because a lot of time people feel that the trailer is the hook to the film.
It is the hook. It is the hook. But it's always better if your movie is better than the trailer.
Yes.
As opposed to the other way around. And I think that we have.
So you haven't let everything out in the trailer?
No, it's not a question letting everything out. It's 2 minutes versus 2 hours, but the film is definitely way better than the trailer. And it's got a lot more to offer. The film has got a lot more to offer than what we could squeeze in 2 minutes. Let me put it that way.
So now, since you're saying this is the sweetest film, the best film that you've ever done, you don't like nostalgia much. You don't like to look back into the past. But do you remember your first audition or something that stays with you?
I don't think I've really ever done an audition. I've done makeup tests to see if I can look like a particular character or something like that, but not auditions, no. But having said that, I mean, they might not have done many auditions before Sab Kushal Mangal, but I think the 3-4 months that they did workshops was a very extended audition. And that makes up for at least, like, I would say 50 auditions. Definitely. So that was a great process that they went through. You know, 3-4 months just sitting with your director every day, just going through the same scene, same dialogue again and again is a tremendous exercise.
And also nowadays, when we see how they are so social media savvy, you're somebody who keeps away from social media. I mean, can you imagine yourself in this space in this time?
Yeah, but that's the times we live in, right? So it's not something peculiar to them. It's if you enjoy it, if that's your thing, it's a great thing to be. It's a great place to be on social media if you enjoy it, and if you can take the good with the bad, I think it's a great place to be. I remember the last time we spoke and you were talking about your experiences on social media and how you were desperately looking to get off it. I don't know what happened.
Not
you haven't succeeded. Okay. Yeah. So if it's good for you, it's good for you.
What about you?
No, it's not for me. It's not for me.
But I would say Instagram.
You're in there,
I'm only
but
on Instagram.
not majorly all day just stuck with it.
I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I think it's a personal thing, you know, it's a personal choice. I mean, if you're okay with it, like Sir said, then I guess it's fun.
And also, I mean, career what? Himalay Putra was 1997, 23 years, and you also took a break, and you're someone who keeps himself away from the filmy get-togethers and all. Do you think that works in your favor or doesn't work in your favor?
I don't know. I haven't asked Karan Johar how many parties of his I have to attend before he signs me for the film. So next time I meet him, I'll ask him. Is it 5, 6, 7? I don't know.
And if he says you have to attend every party, will you do so?
Yeah, why not?
So it's Karan Johar's movie that you're looking out for now.
Just joking.
No, but honestly, how come you've managed to stay away? I mean, do you think it's become more so now, the filmy get-togethers? Earlier you had those camps. Now there are no camps, it's just like who you're like inclined towards. Do you think it's a lot more so now?
I think it was always the case. I think camp's a bit of a exaggeration because people just work with the people that they like to work with. And especially if your association is a successful association over a period of years, then of course you'd be desperate to continue that association. But then often one sees that when that success is no longer happening, then those associations also tend to dissipate, so to speak.
It's quite like, we see the glamour in the industry, but it's actually a tough place to survive in.
It is very tough, very tough.
So what would you like to tell the two of them who are just making their debut?
No, but with them I really feel that their attitude is so good, it's so correct, it's so what it should be in terms of, they're just very innocent still, their attitude is very correct, it's very like studentish, which is the way it should be. I feel the same way now. I mean, I'm as nervous as Priyank, as nervous as Riva about Sab Kushal Mangal, honestly. And that's the way it should be, that childishness, that little bit of stupidity. I like that part of me. I am a little stupid and immature and sometimes do silly things or say silly things, but that's fine. And I'm okay with that.
So what about both of you also come from film families, like taken a leaf from your parents' lives, and any advice been given to the two of you on how to survive? It's not a bed of roses here. We only see the glamour, we don't see the hard work and the grit.
For sure. So yes, they just said, collectively they said, be spontaneous, be natural and enjoy. I've been saying this, If you don't enjoy the process, then you're not going to last, you're not going to kind of enjoy the whole thing. And because it's tedious, it's really real hard work here, So you have to enjoy it. And luckily I am enjoying it. So
good.
We both are.
Yeah, we both
I must say. But yeah, it's just a special feeling and we're all learning.
Yeah.
We've started learning every day. Since the day we started this journey for Sab Kushal Mangal, since then we've just been learning.
And we feel so fortunate, we're so grateful that we're living our dream.
Of course.
So it's just 3rd Jan.
And are you enjoying the second coming too? I mean,
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. In fact, I keep saying to everybody who asks that this particular character is something that I've enjoyed so much. Not only from the comedy films that I've done, from all the films that I've done. It's one of the characters I've had the most fun with. It allowed me that, so.
So what are you looking forward to now in the coming year? Now, since we have met thrice this year, hope to meet 3 times over.
There are a lot of things cooking, so you'll hear something soon.
Will we see you doing a web series, making your digital debut?
I don't know.
He's not saying it.
I'd love to do that though. Something on the web.
Cool. And before we wrap up, I know you say that it's very easy for you to switch on and off. But is there a character which has ever stayed close to you? A character? Never? Okay. Here's all the very best.
Thank you so much.
And Happy New Year. May 2020 be all that you want it to be. Thank you so much. Kushal Mangal, what comes to mind? Other than your film?
Happiness, joy.
Yeah, excitement.
Just the memories of shooting the film.
Yes.
That'll always stay with us.
True. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.